Well, hello, Mr. Steenstra here. This is a lesson on how to create online photo albums, and we're going to create an album here using Picasa. The reason we're using Picasa is that we can't use Google Plus. Now, normally, people that have a Google account, and you'll see this in your personal account, will be able to hit the More button here and go to Photos. And this would open the Google Plus page and let you create a photo album. But we can't do that because you guys aren't 13, and so we can't create Google Plus for you yet. So instead, I'm going to show you an alternative way to do this. And your photo album, since it's going to be done a different way, will be limited to being viewed only by people within Calvin Christian. Okay, so this is actually a safer way for you guys to upload photos and experiment with this online photo album. All right, so let me close the Google Plus page. And instead of using that, what we're going to do is we're going to use Picasa. So I want you to just install the Picasa app. So we go to Apps, we go to the Store, we type in Picasa. So notice the spelling, Picasa, not an O, like the artist. And you can see here's the Picasa app listed first. Over 5,000 people using it and happy with it. It's a really nice app. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add it. And now it shows up in my apps, and I will go ahead and run it. And here you see what it tried to do is bring me right to Google Plus, and it says join Google Plus. Of course, if you click that, it's not going to let you. So what I want you to do is click the Here button. Click here to go back to Picasa Web Albums, and it should remember that. Okay, so now we're in Picasa, and you don't want to launch Picasa because this actually installs a program on your computer that lets you edit and create photo albums, and we don't want to do that. Okay, so do not, please, click Launch Picasa. It is a good program and it is worth learning, but that's not the feature we're using. Instead, we're going to upload photos to our computer. However, at this point, we don't have any photos to upload. So the next little section here is I'm going to show you how to upload or get some photos to upload. And for starters, you need to know what types of photos you need. So let's look at the tech assignment here so I can show you that. Okay, here's the photo album assignment. By the way, this isn't something you need to do from home. You'll get class time to do this. This is a screencast that's teaching you how to do it so that when you come into class, that you know how. So don't go and do all this stuff right now. This isn't part of the assignment. Your first assignment is just to watch the screencast and answer the Edmodo quiz questions, and then we'll do this part in class. Okay, now you can see that there's a section here about uploading photos to Picasa. You need to upload 4 types of photos, some from home, and you might already have those. Because you needed them for your website. So maybe they're in your email or in a folder somewhere. And what I'd want you to do is move those to your downloads folder, just as a temporary holding place. Okay, I want you to get some pictures from the internet, or at least one. And these should be obvious that they came from the internet. I want you to put your Google drawing in. Okay, or maybe you have more than one, and you can just put any one of your choice, or both. And also, I want you to put in some pictures from a classroom camera. So you're going to have between 4 and 10 photos in this album. Don't do any more than that. Okay, so let's start here with the ones from home. Now, I happen to be on my home computer, so it's easy for me to go in. I have a certain folder where I keep all my home photos, and you guys have seen the San Gorgonio trip before, so let me just go in there, and I had a few of those that I put on Facebook. So I'm going to select those, I'm going to copy them, and now I'm going to go to downloads here, which is empty. You might have to clean out your downloads. Okay, so you might have to select everything and delete it there. And I'm going to paste these pictures here. Okay, now the next set of pictures that you need to do that takes care of my home pictures are pictures from the internet. Okay, so maybe I want to go to Google Images and search on, since I'm doing backpacking, let's keep that as the theme. And let me go to Images. Now, unfortunately, all these pictures are photos, and so it wouldn't be obvious that they came from the internet. So what I want you to do here is use the Images search tools and change the type to clip art. Now, if some clip art comes up automatically on your topic, you can just choose it. But these are obviously not photos. These are graphics. So I want you to use some of these. This one, if you look here, see how it says 768 by 825? That's the resolution of the picture. That's pretty good. And so some of these other ones, let's say, look here, this is 239 by 300. This isn't as detailed as a photo or as a graphic. So it's not going to look as good in your photo album. So I'm going to just, even though this one is black and white, I'm going to just go ahead and take this one. So I can click on it and see the image, and now I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to say Save Image As. It's a backpacker, it's a GIF image. It's going into my downloads, and I'll just take it that way and I'll hit save. Okay, so now I have an image from the internet, and you need to have one of those. Now I also want to put in my Google Drawing. So you should have a Google Drawing in your drive, and what you're going to do, well, let's open it so you can see what it is. You're going to take it, and you probably just deleted it from your download, so you probably have to re-download it. PNG is good format to use. So now I have that in my downloads. And then finally you need something from a camera. Now I have a camera here, and we have classroom cameras, and so what you're going to have to do, and I'm not sure if you can see this or not, I'm not sure, it might just be in a small screen in my from the webcam, but you're going to have to plug the USB cable into the camera and plug the other end into the computer, and then turn on the camera, and then look at the camera on the little screen and make sure it connects to the PC. Okay, you might get a screen like this coming up, and don't open the pictures using any other tools. Open the folder to view. Okay, so now it goes right into the camera, and it's displaying this. The removable disk is the SD card on the camera. And what I'm going to do is go into the camera here, and there's a bunch of pictures on it. Let me just grab some of the first few. And like I said, you can get by with just having one picture. I want it to be obvious that you took it on the classroom cameras. So it probably ought to show the computer lab or part of the school or something like that, just so I know that you actually did it with the classroom cameras. Okay, I'm going to go to my downloads. I copied those from the camera. I'm going to paste them here. Okay, and now I have some pictures, and if I look at the assignment, here, you need to have between 4 and 10. And if I look in my downloads here, I have, I have 10. And actually I'm going to go through those. I'm probably going to delete a few. And they need to be renamed, because part of your assignment here is the file name of each photo must describe the photo. So I'm going to go in through here, and I'm going to rename these to match what the photo is about. And I'm going to pause so you don't have to watch me do that. Okay, now you can see I renamed all my pictures with names to represent them. I deleted a few. Okay, and now we're ready to upload the pictures. So I'm going to go back to Picasa, and I'm going to press the upload button. Okay, and it wants an album name. What I want you to name this album is Tech Class Assignment. not too glamorous, but that way I know that this album you created was for your assignment. Okay, and now actually let me cancel this a second. What I did is I clicked here and it automatically thought select photos from my computer, and that's what I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It went right to my downloads. You might not need to navigate there. And these are all the pictures that I want to put into my Picasa album. Some of those go in really fast, and some are going to take a while. And the reason is these ones from my camera are big. They're really high resolution images, so they take a fair amount of time to upload. So I'm going to just pause while those are uploading. Okay, and you can see here that my last photos are almost uploaded. That is one reason I don't want you to use more than 10 photos, and just know that you're going to have to wait a little while for these things to upload, because they're actually taking them from your computer and putting them up into an online album, so up on one of Google's servers. Once they're all uploaded, you can just say OK. Alright, and now it's redirecting me to the album, and here is my photo album. Okay, now what I want you to do is put captions on each of these pictures. So what we can do is go to captions here, and and you can make these real simple. I just want you to know how to do this. Okay, and so I'm going to go through and put captions on all these. I'm going to pause as well here so you don't need to watch me do that. Okay, so I finished all the captions, and now I'm going to say done. You can actually change the order of your pictures if you say organize here. Like in my case, the football pants are in the middle of my San Gorgonio pictures, so I don't really like that, so I'm going to move them over. We can just change the order of the album. Okay? And there's a lot of other things you can do here, but I'm not going to go through it all. The next thing that you need to do, though, is set who can view your album. Okay? And if you look over here, see the lock? And that's saying only you. So only I can see my photos right now. And I want you to edit this, and you're going to change the visibility to Calvin Christian School. I'm surprised. I don't think you can make them public. I think it limits it to Calvin for you. But anyway, set it to Calvin Christian School. Don't make it public. Don't make it limited to anyone with a link. This is as high as I want you to make the visibility. And you can leave the date for today. Make sure the title of your album is Tech Class Assignment. That should already be on there. Okay, and now we're going to save changes. Okay, now the next thing, oh, and you can see it changed it over here. The next thing we need to do is be able to share this album. Okay, and what we're going to do, if you hit the share button, it's not going to work because it tries to go to Google+. Okay, and it doesn't do anything. I'm going to have you link to this album, and what we're going to do is we're going to embed the slideshow into our website. Before I click this button, though, I'm going to go in and open my Google site.